Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel. Today I have manifesting your dreams through your dreams, what you should do to make it happen. So for those of you who have been following me for a long time, and for those of you who are my patrons, you know that I'm a big dream person, and that I have been dream journaling for over 25 years. And I have had amazing insights come to me through the dream state, as well as having prophetic dreams. I get creative inspiration this way. I get all kinds of messages, solutions to problems. When I'm feeling down, I will actually have, guides or whatever show up in my dreams, and they, give me a pep talk or whatever. I've had like such amazing experiences. I've one of the recent big ones, that was a prophetic dream. I've had like several smaller ones as of late. But definitely one of the bigger ones that I had was that 3 years before I moved into the house I'm currently living in, I actually dreamt of this house. In perfect detail, right down to the neighbor's cat. So for those of you who discredit dreams saying, oh, it's just, you're reviewing things in your head from what happened earlier. Yeah, sometimes that does happen. Because your, higher self, your guides, whatever, is, your consciousness is trying to, your subconsciousness is trying to make sense of what happened so that you can learn lessons. That's how that comes into play. But don't ever discredit it as something that's not ethereal or celestial or spiritual in nature, because it most certainly is. Science has actually proven the fact that when we dream, we actually go somewhere else. It's kind of like a mini death every single night. So, by practicing dream journaling, you will actually discover facets of your mind and yourself that you never thought possible. You will actually predict things that are to come. You will, like I said, find solutions to answers. It's so dumb that people just go, oh, it's just a dream. It's like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Those are the people that constantly make mistakes and get screwed over because they're not paying attention to what their internal self and their higher self is trying to tell them. Dreams are no joke. They can be quite incredible. We can be visited from our passed on relatives, like especially after they die. Usually that is something that is a common occurrence that will happen. People will be visited by somebody who has passed on, and they come in and they say, hey, I'm okay. I just want to let you know. And then oftentimes after that, they will literally not come back because they have moved on to their next life, but they want you to know that you have nothing to fear, okay? And those who fear their dreams, oh boy, honey, therapy time, okay? This reading is definitely important for you because you need to get in contact with that side of yourself and not fear it. Again, dreams are also great for shadow work. People who don't understand what shadow work, people think it's it's so creepy. You're working with evil shadows. It's like, no, you're working with yourself. You're going deep into your mind. You're going deep into yourself to find the things that are blocking you, those fears, that dark side, and you're making peace with it and getting control over it. That's what shadow work is. We do a lot of that over on my Patreon. If you haven't, been over there, I highly recommend it. We, do a lot of prompts and things like this. I have like a whole bunch of those posted that you can access through the search engine on there. But anyway, we're going to be delving into this in this reading. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at there's actually a card in here that has skills and uses, there's like little rituals in helping you to really learn your dream language. And, it's kind of like a little, an exercise in which to strengthen, the power of your dreams and to help you really understand your own dream language and therefore understand yourself. You can manifest amazing things by working with your dreams. I am in the middle of editing something right now that I have been working on since before I even started my YouTube channel that was absolutely 110% 10% inspired by things that occurred within my dreams that actually manifested into real life. Okay. And if you go over, my Patreon, once I release this, over on my Patreon, everyone knows what I'm releasing. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what it is, if you've paid attention. But it's like, once this comes out, I'm going to spill the tea a little bit more about how I was inspired to do this and where all the backstory comes from. So I'm going to take you guys on all kinds of journeys and stuff along the way when I'm doing this. But yes, you can most certainly, definitely manifest amazing things, relationships, career changes, whatever, within working in your dream state. Okay. This is the start of it. This is where it all begins. Every single freaking incredible historical person who has done amazing things, like Albert Einstein, every fucking creative person you've ever, like artists, things like this. I mean, Albert is coming through my head first because he's a Pisces, but it's like there are so many people out there who are amazing scientists and inventors, astronomers, things like this, who actually and mathematicians and everything else, who got their inspiration through their dreams. They found the solutions and the answers, and it changed the world. So don't even one fucking second think that dreams are not important, because they absolutely are. Every human being on earth has the capability of utilizing theirs. It takes practice, it takes patience, and it takes time, because you have to sit there and the minute you wake up, you want to start writing as much as you can remember. Oftentimes when we dream, we will not remember all like the earlier night dreams, but what the ones closer to when our waking hour is the ones that we prominently remember. However, if you wake up in the middle of the night, you can remember things and write it down. I highly recommend it, or else make a voice note on your phone. Do it. So that you don't forget, and you're going to trip out like later when you go over it. But yeah, there's so many amazing inventions and things like this that have actually started in the dream state for people. So, and there are like little skills and rituals and things. There's even like if you're working magic, like a thing where you like go to sleep and then you set an alarm and you wake up and you write down, then you go back to sleep. There's different ways you can do this. And again, my Patreon, I'm going to be delving more into this, once my stuff is released as well. And I'm going to be talking about that. So anyways, I just wanted to explain what this is. I certainly hope that people listen to the beginning of this. If you didn't, that's a shame, because you are not going to know what the fuck is going on here. But anyway, we have 3 groups today. We have the Moon card, Tarot, Pisces energy. For group 1, we have Hello Darkness, my old friend, with the little coffee cup or tea, whatever you prefer, in the image. And then we have the cat with the third eye crescent and star on its head over here for group 3. Please do remember, this is not a personal reading, so there's no reason to take anything personally. If it doesn't resonate, take what does, leave the rest. If you're looking to get a personal reading, you can do that over on my Patreon. Go ahead and go check it out. The link to that is in the drop down box below. So anyway, select whichever group is calling to you, and we're going to get started. You who chose the Moon card for group 1, I certainly hope you listen to the intro so you understand what the heck is going on here, so you have some backstory as to what this is all about today. If you didn't, go back and listen to the intro, please. I'm not trying to waste my breath. So you guys understand what we're doing here today, okay? So anyways, for those of you who selected the Moon card, this is going to be your reading. Let's take a look and see what comes up in the tarot and oracle, and what dream ritual exercise has been selected for you. We have the Page of Cups. We have the 7 of Cups. Wow, heavy emotion. Oh yeah, lots of passion and emotion in this group. And we have the Queen of Wands. We have synchronicity for our dream ritual. For our keywords, we have Scorpio, the animal, and quincunx with complexity and all the keywords that go along with that. We also have the Goddess with card 24 and games with card 12. Okay, I'm going to go like this. So All right, keywords for this group. You're going to want to possibly write these down and whatnot because they could actually come up as subject matter within your dream state. It's funny, we have games and we have Scorpio. Ha. Anyway, yes, kinky sexual games. Anyways, okay, or manipulative games. We have Scorpio, the animal. Okay, we have transformative. We have intense, passionate, secretive, carnal, thorough, obsessive, intimate, primal, lusty, deep, eternal, resourceful, mysterious, regenerative, compulsive, destructive, and manipulative. What did I say? Yes. For quincunx with complexity, and we have that UFO. I have to mention over here in Scorpio, we have somebody who is kind of like a, what they used to call in the olden days, a dandy, okay? They're very, dressed up to the nines. Have a feeling you guys might even dream often of certain very sexy individuals who are like dressed to the nines. They look really good. They might even have tattoos. I wouldn't even be surprised if you're dreaming of, like, you see snakes. Maybe snakes are biting you. This is an indicator of gaining knowledge, sacred, kind of divine knowledge. That is what the snake represents. You could be having dreams about UFOs, maybe even somebody who's super hot coming down from a UFO. There could be things that that are very puzzling to you. You could be having a lot of like vivid colors, like oranges and reds and things like this that show up, which shows that there's a deep need to get in contact with your lower chakras to really open up and like ground that root chakra so you can open up that sacral chakra, which is definitely This is so funny that that's coming up because we have orange, we have red, root, and then sacral. Sacral is our creativity center. And what I'm seeing here in the tarot card is this group has got their imagination is insane, and you guys have a lot of talent, like artistic talent, but this could be blocked because you are not grounded enough and you are like so blocked in your sexual, creativity center. It's not even funny. I'm just going to say it. And as somebody, and I speak from experience, this is why I'm telling you this, sex can be an actual gateway to bursting open your creativity. Okay, because it literally is the ultimate form of creativity. When we are having sex, it is like we are practicing creating life. Okay, sometimes it results in life if that's what you're going for. But the point is, it is the most powerful form of energy raising that there is in the universe. So, by unblocking that area, you are bursting open your creativity center. And I feel like this group desperately needs to do that. You guys really, really need to work on that. And then it's going to open up that personal power because you have a lot of insights, a lot of ideas, but you're confused as to which way to go. You guys need to get grounded. That is part of it, okay? And you need to really explore that inner shadow side of yourself, okay? Because Scorpio in of itself it's very interesting because, through my journey here, I have met men and women who are Scorpios. And let me tell you, it seems like the ones that I have personally got involved with and like learned, gotten to know, they've been through some freaking pretty hardcore gnarly ass shit in life where they have experienced like death, or they work in a field with death, or they have had a family member, like something very tragic happen, as a child with a family member that has to do with anything, like Scorpio related. They could have had, like, some of the people I know have had like really intense, like, occult experiences and like supernatural experiences too. And, some of them were, in the business of sex. So it's like, it's so interesting how you can't go off somebody's sun sign, but there are certain things with each sun sign that you will notice, okay? Which is why it's one of the first thing you notice, because it is the sun, duh. But believe me, that's just scratching the surface. That ain't the whole enchilada, trust me. So I get the sense you get a lot of complex ideas, complex Dreams, they're very vivid, they're like, it's like you go into these amazing fantasy worlds and shit like this, okay? I just get this sense that when you're dreaming, this happens. But you get a lot of complex ideas, but you don't know how to begin them. You don't know how to utilize them. You're a quite passionate person, like very creative. You could be very talented with singing. Some of you could be amazing, like poets. But it's like, I get the sense that you're longing to be seen. You're longing to be recognized, okay? But in order to be recognized, there definitely needs to be some work done here. You definitely need to be getting in contact with that feminine energy more, because I have a feeling you guys are blocking that. You're thinking that somehow, like, you know, if I tap into my feminine to you means that you have to be a bitch or a bully or something like this, and that you can't be the like, you're not strong if you're not like textbook freaking like ball buster or something. It's like, no. It's like, I'm just going to use this as a reference. Sorry, guys, but the Barbie movie, there's a perfect example of the fact that women can be freaking strong and they can be powerful and look like textbook feminine girly types. You know, you can do that. There's no fucking rule that says you can't. That's very patriarchal, in fact, to push that kind of an image on a woman, thinking that she has to wear nothing but like, like in the 80s, like the shoulder pads and look like a freaking linebacker and like act like a dude and cut all your hair off. Okay, that's patriarchal shit. That's women conforming to patriarchal society. The more you fucking buy into that bullshit lie story, the more you are like entrapping and ensnaring women and making it so we're still stuck in that fucking bubble. Please don't do that. Women have the right to be whatever way she wants to be, and that should be recognized and celebrated. So don't poo-poo on people who like literally like to dress really feminine or something like this, or say, oh, they're weak or they're a bimbo. Because let me tell you, honey, I like to dress like that and I'll beat your ass, okay? It's like I dress like I wear a lot of black, I do, but I like to switch it up. And, typical Pisces, we like to fucking go with wherever the mood takes us, whatever strikes, maybe I feel like wearing pink and something very feminine today, and I'm going to fucking do that. Go ahead, judge me, think what you want. I'll fucking punch your face in, that's like literally how I am. It's like, don't ever assume that, looking feminine or having, long hair or something means weakness. Don't ever think that. Okay, think of all the tribes of people out there who are badass warriors who have long hair. Okay, think about that too. Hair is power. All right, and I get the sense that this group maybe has had like a definite like attitude about that in the past, where it's like, oh, I have to have severe short hair in order to be respected or seen. It's like, no, you don't. And if you haven't been seen until now, maybe that's a cue for you to switch things up a little bit. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is very charismatic. When she walks into a room, people notice. They think she's charming. She puts people at ease in her presence because she is confident. The opposite side of that would be an egotistical, stuck-up, snobby bitch who literally judges everyone and is very insecure, okay? This is what we're trying to move away from. This is what, is happening here. In order to realize your talents and your abilities, you're going to need to learn some people skills. This group definitely needs to do that. And quit playing games with people's heads, okay? This and this go hand in hand. That's manipulative shit. We don't want to do that. That's not going to get you anywhere. In fact, it's going to get you freaking blacklisted. And you are going to, get society, how should I say this? Shadow banned from society. Okay, shadow banned from let me use fucking terms people know these days. Out of freaking and ousted out of social groups or even opportunities. So there's a definite need to shift up the focus here, okay? With quincunx here, it says irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes, misses the mark, requires translation, adjusts, makes curious, educates, and transforms. I feel like because we have Scorpio and this transforms and we have transformation of, with Scorpio, I think this group is in desperate need for some transformation. What you've been doing is not working anymore and you need to switch it up. It's time to get a new look. It's like I totally, oh my God, when I said that, I was literally seeing Tracy Lords, speaking of sex, her in Crybaby, the movie Crybaby, where she walks up, she's like, check it. You need to get a new look, and they're gonna, give, what's her face? Allison, a fucking makeover. So, they're going to give her a crybaby makeover and make her one of the crybaby girls or whatever, because it's like, she's covering that up because society is putting a pressure on her to be a certain way, to be this good little innocent girl. She's really a bad girl at heart. You know what I mean? And she's very feminine, very sexy, etc. So I feel like that's kind of like what needs to happen here. Now, when you think about the Queen of Wands, like her personality, like I said, when she walks in a room, people look. Okay. And they look for a good reason, not for a bad. They're like, wow, who's that? I want to go be near them. It's like very attractive. And I get the sense that you're a little bit confused as to what direction to take, but you have a lot of fucking potential. God, this group does. Need to adopt and really bring out that inner goddess. It says, embrace the feminine, create and be gentle, nurturing yet strong. Do not listen to those who want to keep you small. Believe that you are as important as the stars in the heavens. Yes. Bingo. So I feel like this group definitely, in particular, has a specific goddess who's kind of been on the back of your mind, where you need to like start working with her a little bit. Also bring out that inner goddess within you. Like, which goddess do you resonate with the most? And this will change over time as you grow. There's specific archetypes too. Like we each have an archetype that has a goddess attached to it. Find out what yours is. And really start working with that energy. And when you do, it is magic. Magic what happens, okay? Like you will start to transform and you will be noticed. You will be seen. You will be put in the limelight. You will be treated like a queen. You know what I mean? So we have games. Do you feel that you need more fun and play in your life? Yes. Is someone playing games in your working or personal life? Do you need a game plan to improve your status and direction? Yes. This group absolutely needs that game plan for to change your status and direction in life. You need to have that game plan. You need to schedule out your 2024. What are your goals? What is on your bucket list? How are we going to do a makeover? How are we going to change ourselves? Okay. We do have Pluto permanently going into Pluto, rule Scorpio, the modern ruler. But we do have transformation happening big time. This is think out the box time, baby, when Pluto moves into Aquarius. We're going to see a lot of transformation with high levels of technology. Medical is going to change. We always have amazing medical advancements that happen when Pluto is in Aquarius. It's just like, revolution happens when Pluto is in Aquarius. We have a lot of freaking amazing shit that happens, but think outside the box. Think like an Aquarius, okay? Think like an Aquarius, Aquarius, especially Aquarius rising people are definitely very, known for looking alien-like, having alien traits, or, looking otherworldly. This is definitely one of those times where it is time to embrace that otherworldly kind of aspect of yourself, that divinity, that divine. Look at this and look at this. There's like this Saturn with all the moons around it. Okay, so let's take a look and see what the dream ritual is that this group needs to do. Okay. And this is literally, these cards are really cool. So I get the sense that you're going to know you're on the right track, and you might even have some synchronicities with your dreams. Like something's going to happen in a dream, and then literally it will happen before your eyes the next day. And you'll see repeating synchronicities throughout the day. And it's just that's how you know you're on the right track. So with synchronicity, this book does not have it in, the way it's done. They really should have a index, but they don't. Isn't that fun? No. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh God, the writing is so small. Okay. Qualities are interaction, correlation, interconnectedness, reciprocity, and harmony. Yes. So the lunar power, and there's lunar phases with each of these cards in this deck. And for this one in particular, what is it? Let's see. Hold on, guys. It is the waning moon. The fourth and final main phase of the lunar cycle is the waning phase. The week or so when the moon appears to gradually decrease each night from full illumination to darkness. Use this withdrawal phase to consolidate your dream work, to face your shadows. Release whatever's holding you back and fully commit to your own dream wisdom. Yes, this is perfect for this group. Okay, so lunar power. The waning moon, with its call to solitude, quiet, and reflection, is ideally suited to this kind of deep dream detective work. Oh my God, that's so Scorpio. Woo, they're really good at digging up tea and digging up information. They're great at digging up the past and history, and they're good hackers and shit like that. Okay, so... all right, here we go. So detective work where you can look for patterns and connections in your dreams. It is also the ideal time to become aware that dreams contain precognitive elements and can point to potential futures. And although around 99% of your dreams are symbolic and psychological, they can on very rare occasions be literal. Always rule out that interpretation first. Telepathic, lucid, or even psychic. While symbolic dreams tend to be like fragments, literal or supernormal dreams generally feel more realistic, vivid, and surprisingly logical. And let me tell you, I think it's funny that she's talking about rare on the rare occasion. It's like, I have it happen all the goddamn time. Maybe because I'm very open to it and I've been, I totally let go and let the gods do what they want, I'm open like a book. So, yeah, and the more open you are and the more you don't fight it, which Scorpio is fixed energy and they like to fight it. The more you open it up and let it in, the more, psychic and more precognitive your dreams will be. You will get really strong insights, okay? So, ritual dreams and moon signs. Search online to find out what your current moon phase is. Because everywhere you are at, people like the zodiac sign it will be in will change. It goes void of course at different times for different people, etc., etc. So then find out what zodiac sign the current moon phase is in. That astrology information is typically included in online lunar calendars. Also, I want to mention that when I am dream journaling, every morning when I wake up, I make note of what phase the moon was in and what sign it was in, and if it was void of course when I was dreaming. Sometimes, and I'm going to be honest with you, for me personally, when the moon is void of course, I have insane shit happen, okay, which is very interesting. Scorpio, when the moon is in Scorpio, or it's in a water sign, a lot of the times, I will have really fucking crazy ass dreams too. So the fact that Scorpio is being mentioned to this group, you might even find that if you start dream journaling, that when the moon is in Scorpio, you might have some really freaking powerful insights. So make note of it and find out, okay? So research that sign. So after you find out the zodiac sign it's in, research that sign and its traditional characteristics and traits. During the day, notice any similarities between your mood and energy levels and the characteristics of that sign. Before sleeping, focus your thoughts on the energy or essence of the sign the moon is in and ask it to enhance your dreams. Yes, I do this. So, on waking, write down any dreams you can recall and consider any synchronicities between your dreams and the current moon sign. Yeah. Okay, and then the nocturnal insight with this card is the energies in your waking life impact the themes of your dreams. This ritual helps you feel that mystical interconnectedness deeply by exploring the influence of the sign the moon is currently in. There are 12 astrological signs in the zodiac, each with unique energetic characteristics and traits. As the moon moves through all 12 signs of the zodiac each month, your dreams may take on some of the energy or characteristics of that sign. This isn't an exact science, but here are some very loose guidelines to help you become your own astrological dream detective. Bear in mind, this is for Western astrology, but if you subscribe to Chinese or Vedic astrology, you can look for lunar correspondence too. Yeah, don't even worry about that. It's like, it all works, okay, you guys, seriously. Depends on what you follow, totally. So you might find that your dreams are most vivid when the moon is in Pisces. Oh my fucking God, and look what you guys chose. Holy shit. And yeah, mine are pretty fucking, that's my zodiac sign too. So yeah, that is crazy. Oh my God. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Aries. action-oriented new beginnings and fresh starts. Taurus, nature and nurture. Gemini, schools, exams, testing. Oh my God, that's so true. Cancer, home, family, water. Leo, celebrations, parties, theater, animals. Virgo, healing or work-oriented. Libra, struggles, resolution, balance. Scorpio, and this came up for you guys, birth, sex, death. Sagittarius, adventure, travel. Capricorn, body parts, health. Aquarius, air, travel, wind. Pisces, fluid, mystical, being chased or underwater. Recognizing patterns, connections between your dreams and the astrological energy swirling in your waking life reminds you that your nighttime visions are always aware of your current state of mind. It's an empowering feeling when dream impressions actually manifest in your waking life, whether through astrological energies or not. It also reminds you that dreams are always best understood in hindsight. You need to put some distance between yourself and your dreams and study them as a series rather than singly. So the mantra here is, my dreams are written in the stars. And it's so crazy. Look what this says. Believe that you are as important as the stars in the heavens. And then look at what came up on this card for you in particular. And we have that UFO. We have all this water energy, this powerful, passionate Queen of Wands energy. Like literally, you guys really need to get to know yourself and embrace it. This group desperately needs the dream journaling and do it. And what I recommend is, like, after you fill a dream journal, I mean, I have like a fucking library of them and it's really cool to read them. But when you, like, after you fill a dream journal, go back and then start at the beginning and read. You will find, like, you will see like how they're all interconnected. You will also see when stuff actually happened. It's going to blow your fucking mind. I'm not kidding. Okay. So anyways, that is it. That's all I have for this group. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notice. If you'd like to check out more of my readings or learn more about dreaming and, doing shadow work and things like this, go ahead and head over to my Patreon. The link to that is in the drop-down box below. You can also get personal readings there. Thank you guys so much for being with me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you later. Those Bye-bye. Of you who chose group 2 with Hello Darkness, my old friend. Okay, this is your reading. I got to tell you, if you did not listen to the very beginning and the intro of this video, you need to go back and listen to it so you understand what's going on, what we're covering today. I give some background on all this, how important it is and stuff. So head over and listen to that if you didn't. I know people are extremely impatient, and this is kind of funny that you're watching this reading. If you're that impatient, you just click forward. Yeah, you need to go back and listen, especially those people, because this is something that requires patience. Okay, so yeah. Anyhow, let's take a look and see what areas, like how to manifest your dreams through your dreams. What do you need to do to make it happen? There is actually a card in here that is a dream ritual that's going to actually help you to have some skills in order to do that too. So let's see what comes up here. Oh my God, look at this, you guys. We have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. We have the 10 of Swords, which I call the Death card light. It's also called the Drama Queen card. Funny that those two come up together. And then we have the Page of Swords. Oh, this is very Aries energy. Totally. Okay. We also have, for our dream ritual card, we have Nourish. Okay. For our keywords, we have conjunction with empowerment, and we have the 9th house with seeking. We have communication with card 21. Oh my God, I'm so not surprised this card is coming up. Wow. And we have card 26 with wisdom. Straight up, this group needs to learn to have some wisdom in their communication. Okay. The Page of Swords. I have a feeling many people, what is blocking you from manifesting things in your life in general is you running your mouth too much and shooting it off without thinking first. It's actually causing blockages and turning people off. Somebody here is doing that so much, and they're like buying into gossip, or you're getting sucked too much into people's gossip and drama. That's got to stop. This needs to be put an end to. There's too much drama. Okay? Drama is not fucking good for anybody. It's not very empowering. And there's a desperate need to empower yourself here at this time. So like literally, I feel like either what's happening here is there's somebody doing the gossiping, like one of you could be doing, shooting your mouth off, saying things that are without thinking, which is very impulsive, which is very Aries. Okay? Like 100%. Or else you yourself are getting sucked into something where you're constantly being put in a position where somebody is unloading and dumping their gossips and shit on you. You need to pull yourself away from this. It is not healthy. It is not empowering. It's actually stifling your power. Okay. I know a lot of people think that if they blab and they shoot their mouth off, that they're like, talking shit or something like this. They think that they're all powerful, but really it just shows nothing but insecurity and massive weakness. So why are you wasting your energy on that when you need to be pouring it into yourself? Why? Because you literally are the emperor of your own life. Now, Aries is the first house in astrology. It totally has to do with the self. It's our self-image. It's where our ascendant is in our natal chart, okay? This is how the world views you. Do you want the world to view you as a shit-talking gossip? Do you want, because literally, this could be guilty by association. It might not even be you who's doing it. It might be somebody you're hanging out with that's doing this, okay? And therefore, that image is being projected on you. Time to get a new image, okay? Literally, all that power and the power of change and the power of getting what you want resides within you. Nobody's going to do it for you. You got to put on those big girl or big boy pants and you got to do it for yourself. Okay, because in the end, that's what you have to do. You have to do it for yourself. The Ten of Swords is literally, like I said, it's the death card light. This has to do with everyday mundane matters. Every day when you take part in gossip or shit talking or whatever the hell this is, or go around this negative type of attitude people, this is like constantly keeping you down. It's not getting you where you need to go. Okay? You need to focus on yourself right now and you need to nourish yourself. What you communicate and what you say and what you put out into the world is what your world becomes. Do not forget that. That is not some spiritual hoo-ha crap. It literally is that. Everything is energy. Every single thing, these things around you, these cards, everything, my rings, it's like these things, my hands, my body, this is all energy, okay? It's a bunch of fucking molecules and atoms and shit that just happens to solidify to create this form, but this form, within it lies energy. You have the capability to shift and change energy if you really fucking want to, okay? And the more you go to the negative side, the more you judge people, the more you freaking talk shit. We have to have ego, okay? Ego is what protects us. It keeps us safe, okay? But being egotistical is a fucking massive turnoff. This is one of these kind of things where it's like you need to be confident, not egotistical, okay? There's a fine line. Whenever we have a page, this is messages and we have communication, but it also shows a lot of immaturity, okay? This is somebody who's like still learning, still growing, still doesn't have a fucking clue. And they are not, and then we have the Emperor over here, which is the ultimate maturity level, okay? You have the capability of being this very wise, fantastic communicator who is the ruler of your own world. But you are allowing shit to come in and block that from happening. You need to nourish yourself. I think this group needs to definitely be going on an actual physical journey in order to pull yourself out of it so you can get a reality check. Okay, you need to get out of that bubble of where you're living, especially if you have not left home and you have not gone and seen the world. You haven't even traveled into a different state. If that's the case, you definitely need to start traveling because it's going to really make you realize a lot of shit about yourself, okay? And where you need some serious empowerment work and where you need to release a lot of freaking nasty, filthy habits. You might even be dreaming about this on a regular basis within your dreams where you're traveling, you're journeying, you're going away. And it feels so good to get the fuck away because there's something in your waking life that you are desperately trying to get away from, but you need to be brave like the Emperor, suck it up and just cut ties, sever ties, okay? It's all definitely, like, this is very, air. This is communication. This is in the head, okay? There's definitely communications coming through your dreams from your guides, from spirit, from your higher self. They're desperately trying to tell you, time to get some fucking wisdom here. When are you going to get wise? Like, seriously. For some of you, this could also be about like telling you to go back to school. It's like, if you want to change your life and you fucking hate your job or whatever it is you're doing, or maybe you have no lack of, you have a total lack of direction. It's like, through education, through that seeking and thirsting for knowledge is when you will blossom and become who you're supposed to be. You're definitely supposed to rule your own kingdom. Emperor is above all the kings in tarot. The emperor and the empress rule the kings and the queens. So let me put you that's where this energy is going. If you would just mature, okay? There's a maturity that still needs to happen here. There's still growth that needs to happen. Through your dreams, you have the capabilities to nourish yourself, to learn how to better communicate, to go on a spiritual journey, to empower you. You're going to get dreams that will definitely make you feel on top of the world, and they will inspire you to become a better person, to be a better version of yourself. So with the keywords here, with the conjunction, with the empowerment, we have combines with, enhances, strengthens, joins forces, activates, intensifies, authorizes, allies with, concentrates, saturates, overrides, and overwhelms. Okay, make sure you're not getting overridden or overwhelmed by somebody else with their garbage dumping it on you. You need to join forces with the right team, not the fucking negative one. Okay, like not the with the right group of people that are good for you is what I mean. So with the ninth house, with seeking, it is foreign travel, adventure, higher education, customs, faith, beliefs, pilgrimages, spiritual quests, aspirations, journalism, religion, gurus, and risk-taking. This group really needs to start believing and having faith in themselves, like big time, and stop pointing fingers, stop playing the blame game, because this group desperately needs to take responsibility for their actions. 100%. This group is so needing that. Like, where it's like, you make the choices in your life. Unless somebody's putting a gun to your head, telling you have to do what they say, you can't blame anybody else for the choices and the decisions you make. Okay? And people just love to blame other people for their bullshit. They love to blame the devil. They love to blame this. They love to blame that. Oh, I'm going to blame society. And the reason why I'm, really unhealthy is because society made me do it. Society made me go to the store and buy those bags of freaking potato chips and chocolate bars and sit there and eat them to the head and eat gallons of ice cream. No, they didn't. You did. You made that choice. You made that decision. Now get it together, because you have the capability to most certainly get it together. This group desperately needs to nourish their body better. If you're having like horrible dreams or you're having stressful dreams, the food you eat can directly affect the dream state. And I am not kidding when I say that. Like people who, like maybe if like and sometimes when people can't remember their dreams, it's because they've drank too much or they did too many drugs or they haven't gotten proper, like, because you have to get into a certain a dream cycle, like a REM cycle. We dream, it's like almost like pretty much like a lucid state. It goes like this. We go from deep sleep and then we go like this when we're sleeping. Okay, it's like a wave. You're riding a wave. And when there's like moments in that cycle when you're like on the verge of waking up, and this is like around the time when we definitely start to remember our dreams and stuff. Okay, the more exercise, the more you nourish your body for this group, the more healthy you are, the more you will dream, because you will sleep deeper too. Okay, you will wake up feeling more refreshed. You will feel younger. You will look younger. Okay, like Aries is all about new beginnings. This is the Emperor. Okay, and this is Aries energy. Aries, wherever you have Aries in a solar return chart, your progressions or whatever, this is where you're going to have the most new beginnings. This is where the new beginnings and the big changes are going to occur. It's going to be in that area. And I have a feeling that this group is, seriously, some of you are considering moving to a foreign place or traveling more to foreign places. Oh my God, do it. because it's going to open you up to fantastic, amazing experiences. You guys might even be dreaming about a place that you want to go visit. Go there, book that trip. What the fuck are you waiting for? Seriously, there's a new beginning waiting for you. You might even find an emperor there, you know, your own emperor. So anyways, with the ninth house, this is definitely like, and some of you, like while you're going through a higher educational process, God, you're going to discover yourself. I feel like this group also has a lot of dreams about water. You could be like on ships, boats, could be drowning. There could be tidal waves. You could be on a beach. I admit I have dreams like this a lot. In fact, no bullshit. 2 nights ago, I was dreaming about being on a beach. And I was watching a major storm come in. It was really freaking fascinating. So this group also, there's a lot of communication coming in through your dreams. Okay. And it says, what are you having difficulty communicating? Do you feel emotionally disconnected? What is not working smoothly in your life? Time to sit down, figure that out, write it out, then change it. This group could benefit definitely from learning some communication skills. Taking class in communications could be really good for you because it could actually turn around and make you some money later. So wisdom with card 26. Experience and failure lead to wisdom. Apply wisdom to a present situation. Learn from the spirit world and its collective knowledge. So you guys, you desperately need to do the dream journaling and things, okay? Because this is how you're going to learn from spirit and the world, the collective. You're going to be able to pick up on things. If you guys are in business for yourself too, which is what the Emperor can indicate as well, you're going to get very innovative ideas on how to tap into the collective consciousness in order to make yourself more cash. So it's very important. I also feel making sure that you're getting enough rest. Okay. You can overwork yourself. You got to be careful. So let's see what Nourish has to say. Nourish. All right. Which moon phase is Nourish in? Because nourishing the body, nourishing the mind is absolutely critical for this group. 100%. Okay. So, oh my God. I can't believe what it's saying there. Holy shit, I just saw a peak. I'm looking to see what, okay, this is the waxing moon. This is drawing energies to you. By working with your dreams and actually paying attention and being very careful with the way you communicate with your own self and with others, when you start to learn how to communicate better and say what you mean what you say, and have some friggin' integrity, okay? When this happens, you are going to attract massive success your way. So, where's my glasses? So a little bit about the cards in this section. It's the moon phase is waxing, the second main phase in the lunar cycle, when for a week or so, the moon appears to grow bigger and bigger in the sky every night until it becomes completely visible at full moon. It is called the waxing phase. Use the serious growth potential of this phase to be proactive during the day and do things that will increase the likelihood of recalling a vivid dream. And like I said, exercise and eating right is very important. And this is Aries energy. Aries, this is not like a sit on the ass, let's get, unhealthy and spread. Okay. That's not what Aries is. Aries energy is go, 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 go. I have never met, well, I personally have, and I'm sure there are people out there who are, but it's like, I've never met an unfit Aries person. Okay. Like literally I've had besties my whole entire life that were Aries females, and they were dancers or athletes, all of them. And they were very fit and very flexible and very, go-getter and not boring, which is what I fucking love because I'm a Venus and Aries person. I like, when it comes to pleasure and doing things that are fun and stuff like, like all the things that are pleasurable, I want to be around people who are like this because this is what gets me off, like being around active, curious, let's go exploring, let's go adventurous type of people. Okay. Sagittarius is the 9th house right here. And that's another one where they can be quite adventurous and want to explore and, are interested in, spirituality, like talking, about truths and, philosophy and, let's learn different languages and stuff. And I mean, I literally ended up marrying a Sagittarius. So yeah, this kind of energy could be something that really gets you off and turns you on and like excites you and inspires you. So if that's the case, it's in the cards here. Okay. So let's take a look and see what nourish means. The qualities here are support, nurture, provide, sustain, and cherish. You need to cherish yourself. You need to nurture yourself. That song, Cherish by Madonna, there's your theme song. So, oh God, I haven't even thought about that song in years. That's wild. Holy shit. Okay, so lunar power. Taking self-care steps to ensure your diet is healthy, balanced, and dream-friendly during the waxing moon phase. The phase of the moon, alive with the energy of planning and preparation, is not just a recipe for quality sleep and dreaming, but for a vibrant life. Exactly. You guys need to exercise and eat right. It's going to help clear your mind and really bring through vivid dreams. Okay, 100%. So the ritual is mindful eating. Set aside a few moments to investigate healthy food sources of the B vitamins or recipes rich in these essential vitamins. Write down or memorize B-rich food sources you need to include in your diet every day. Vitamin B6 is the vitamin most associated with dream recall and is found in foods such as eggs, bananas, and leafy green vegetables. That is so fucking interesting. Wow. Because guess what, y'all? I've been eating those three my entire life, and they're like a part of my daily diet. And I dream so vividly. And yeah, okay, so there you guys go. Start adding these B vitamins. Wow, that's so cool. Okay, so plan your daily or weekly menu around B-rich food sources. Remind yourself of the vital role all the B vitamins play in healthy brain function and therefore dream recall. When you eat food rich in B vitamins, be sure to chew it mindfully. Put your knife and fork down between bites and pause between mouthfuls to give yourself time to thoroughly chew and savor the taste. As you eat, tell yourself you are eating your dream food and you are looking forward to nourishing your dreams. So yes, that is part of an energetic shift. And yes, when you sit and you eat in peace and quiet with not the fucking TV blaring and people screaming, or I literally, you guys, when I was a kid, I could not fucking handle it because my dad would turn on the fucking news and he would sit there and eat food and like he would have the news going when I was trying to eat food. I'm like, would you turn that fucking shit off? Because that is like the worst thing that you can possibly listen to while you're eating. Okay. The worst. Don't look at social media. Don't do any of that shit when you're eating your food. Because when you are mindful of what you're eating, you also don't overeat. You will become sated and fuller much faster. When you're just mindlessly fucking noshing and just shoving crap in your mouth, you're not realizing how much you're eating either. Okay. So keep that in mind. Okay. So the nocturnal insight with this card is if you go to bed on a full stomach, whether you have eaten cheese or not, you are not going to sleep well. Lighter sleep can also trigger nightmares. By far, the best recipe for vivid dreaming is to get a good night's sleep. If your body is busy digesting food, you won't reach the deep stages of sleep. You need to feel energized when you wake up, and you won't be in a positive state of mind to calmly recall and decode your dreams either. It's dream quality you are after, not dream quantity. And I have to tell you, if you guys are like boozing it up too much and stuff before bed, that could also screw things up as big time. You won't sleep good. Okay, because your body is your liver freaks the fuck out. And especially if you're waking up at like 3 o'clock, if you guys are waking up over and over again at like 3 o'clock in the morning, that's your liver talking to you. It's telling you there's too much shit in my body. I can't process this crap. You're torturing me. You're killing me here. So there's definitely a need to clean up the diet if that is happening for you. Okay. You got too much toxins flowing through your body. You need to get clean there. Okay. Start eating clean, healthy food. You don't have to do some extreme bullshit detox, drinking lemon juice and fucking hot pepper and all that shit. You don't need to do that. Just start eating really healthy, clean food with the majority of your plate, making up vegetables and fruits. You know, definitely have protein. Protein is very important. And, when it comes to starchy carbs, you want to have like a healthy portion, not too much, and weigh your food out. We are talking about this over on my Patreon right now. I know shit, no bullshit. If you want to learn about this stuff, because I'm actually a certified trainer, if you want to learn about it, go over to my Patreon. Okay. So anyways, all right. So here we go. You may not be aware of just how much your diet can impact both of your dream quality and your recall. There is a proven link between healthy eating and illuminating dreams. So eating well is essential for your holistic well-being. Make sure that your diet includes nutrients associated with brain function and better dream recall. And the superstar dream nutrient is the vitamin B6, which is your dream key because it is needed for proper brain function, memory, and mood, as well as hormone and energy regulation. Taking vitamin B6 supplements before sleep has shown to increase dream recall, but nutritionists believe by far the best and safest way to get your dream food is through your diet, not through supplements. And I agree with that 100%. If you do want to take a supplement, consult your healthcare provider first. There are 8 B vitamins, and as they work together, taking B6 supplements won't be beneficial unless you have enough of the other 7 B vitamins in your diet. Your body can't store B vitamins, so you need to make sure you eat foods rich in them every day. Optimum sources include dark leafy green vegetables, bananas, avocados, sunflower seeds, almonds, beans, lentils, eggs, milk, soya products, oats, whole grains, and fortified cereals. And when it says whole grains, it means fucking whole grains, okay? Not processed garbage, like that Uncle Ben's rice that you throw in the microwave. Ugh, no. Actually, cook shit. And I highly recommend one of the best kitchen things you can get is a rice cooker, okay? I'm telling you, I've had one for years and years and years. I can't even eat rice if it's not cooked that way anymore. And you rinse that shit before you cook it, people. Okay, seriously. So mantra, I nourish myself and my dreams. Okay, very, very interesting stuff. So, this is a new deck that I have. I couldn't wait to use it because I am a big dream person. And so far, it does not disappoint. I love all the freaking, rituals it has in there and the information. And this one is just really fucking cool because, when you eat a lot, and I do eat all those foods like on the daily. And plus I do take a supplement that does have B vitamins in it like that for hair and nails. And so that explains a lot. Okay. Literally. It does help your brain function. Also, I highly recommend meditation, especially meditation before bed for this group. Okay. So interesting stuff. Thank you guys for being with me. If you'd like to check out more videos like this, head over to my Patreon. I have all kinds of dream stuff on there. We do shadow work. We do all kinds of shit over there. And right now we have a lot of focus, patrons voted for more fitness stuff. So I thought that was really interesting. So, anyways, that's it. Thank you. Make sure to like, subscribe. I really appreciate you watching today. Make sure you check me on the regular. I do post shorts as well, so make sure you're checking for those. Thank you for everything, and I will catch you next time. For my last group, the kitty cat here. All right, this is going to be a reading. So far, these readings have been really freaking interesting. If you did not listen to the intro, please go back, listen to the intro so you understand where this reading is based, what it's about. You're going to be a little bit lost or confused maybe if you didn't listen. So go back and listen to it so you get it like a good background as to why this is important. Okay. So anyways, this is group 3. Let's take a look and see what it is, how you can manifest your dreams through your dreams. Oh, wow. Whoa, we have the Tower. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the High Priestess. We have adventure. We have, for our keywords, we have square, challenge. We have Venus, love. Funny, we have 3 of Swords and we have love coming up. We have vehicles and car with card 20. For our dream card, and the oracle that goes with it is nurture with card 40. All right. What I'm seeing here is, why do I feel like this group has been having some serious freaking disturbing dreams as of late? There could be something like you can be having regular nightmares. There's a lot of stress. Maybe you guys are having problems even getting to sleep because you just had something happen in your life that was quite disturbing, that shook you to the core, maybe tore down walls. It's making you feel really vulnerable. Maybe you guys just went through a certain breakup, or maybe you are dreaming of losing someone on a regular basis, or somebody breaking your heart. Okay. This group needs to definitely dream journal to figure that out. Why do you keep having these dreams? Where does it stem from? Did somebody do you dirty before? Okay, have you had bad breakups? Have you had somebody really freaking hurt you bad in this lifetime? Because if you are having these dreams and there's nothing like that that has happened to you in your life, this definitely stems from another life. And you've carried this pain and heartache into this life with you. Also, this could stem from pain and shit that you have adopted from the 7 generations that are before you. And they are unloading their shit onto you, okay? And now you have their burdens, which you need to release. If you listen to your intuition and you trust your gut and you start really paying attention to those dreams, writing them out, then you are definitely going to figure out your own dream language, and you're going to understand where these things come from. I wouldn't even be surprised if you guys started meditating on the regular, if you had a past life recall. Like, you could literally figure out exactly where this stems from. Also, I want to mention that astrology can show you this as well. If you go into, and you look at ley lines, okay, and on my Instagram, I have that reel that's called ley lines, and it shows you how to look yours up. Wherever you have a like a moon conjunct a node, okay, especially, you definitely have a past life somewhere along that ley line, okay? And nodes in general show past life areas, like where areas we've had past lives, especially if it's conjunct the moon, okay? In particular, what's really fucking weird is I have utilized this information, and what's so strange is I've had instances where I've had and I've sat up in bed going, and I was completely freaking someone had punched me and knocked the wind out of me, because I was literally going back and I was seeing glimpses into past lives. And it's so fucking trippy. And this was years ago. What's really interesting is one of the times that was very, very profound, and I'm getting chills all over my body even thinking about it, was right before when I was pregnant with my son. Okay. And I had this dream, and it's not just a regular dream, because it doesn't even feel that way, you guys. It's like a fucking memory you're having. And I sat up and I was just fucking shaking my whole body. And I was just where the fuck was I? Oh my God. And I knew I'm there. That was my past life. Because the way that things were happening, and it was just and there's this guy who is in the dream recall, the past life regression is what it was. And it's so weird, because then when the second time this happened, which happened 2.5, 3 years ago, he was there again. I mean, he's different ethnicity, but his fucking eyes are the same. I've been with this dude through multiple lives. I have not met him or come across him yet in this lifetime, but I just have this feeling that, oh yeah, we're gonna fucking cross paths. Also, I've had regressions where I know exactly where I've known my husband before, because his eyes are the same. The thing about these, and the thing about past life connections, is that their eyes remain the same. It's very fucking weird. It's like when you're looking in their eyes, you know them. They can be a totally different ethnicity, but those eyes, there's something about the eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul. They don't lie, okay? And when I went and I looked at my freaking ley lines, when I learned about astrocartography and I learned about this particular technique and stuff, I was blown away, because the exact regressions that I had that lunar node and the moon conjuncting in all those areas where they took place. So I'm telling you, learning about this could give you some insight as to why you're holding on to the pain. When you have a past life regression, it actually releases pain and blockages and helps you to heal. So, and after both of those happened, or actually it was more than, it was 4 of them that happened. I did release a lot of pain, and I was able to move on, and I was stronger because of it. So I get the sense this could be happening to you guys sometime soon. Someone here, at least one person, will have this kind of an experience. And intuitively, you're going to know this is not just a dream. There's something, this is a gift from the fucking gods that this is happening to you, because it's going to allow you to move on, especially from heartache and pain and anger, because the Tower is Mars energy. Mars is associated with libido, sex. It's associated with action, taking action. It's anger. It's motivation, aggression, assertiveness. I mean, there's so many, think about all the things that Mars is associated with. Okay, war. Okay, you're going to be able to release some pain and heartache. Also, it's so interesting I'm bringing this up because we have the adventure card here. And I'm seeing this clamshell here, the scallop shell, and there's this ocean, this beautiful moon, and there's stars, and then there's like oh God, I forget what these kind of shells are called. It's not a conch. I know somebody here probably knows what it's called. But when I look at this, I think of Aphrodite and I think of Greece. Maybe somebody here feels like or knows that they had a past life in Greece. Hello, friend. But it's like, or the Mediterranean are right there. Okay, definitely. All right, you will be feeling that. There's something about that. There's some kind of connections. Maybe you're feeling called to go there. This is definitely a sign that you should check it out, okay? Because you might learn something and it might actually help you to heal and release some pain if you go to this place. Whatever this place is, it's definitely a place where there's islands and there's water, okay? I mean, it doesn't have to be Greece, but that's what came to my mind. But, anything like this is what you're feeling and this is what you're thinking, you should definitely look into it and explore it. Also, you might even find out that you have some of that DNA in your own blood. Okay. So, you never know until you go spit in a cup and have it analyzed. So I highly recommend this group do that as well. But this group definitely needs to, through the dream state, really be paying attention to those messages, because it's going to remove challenges. It's going to help you to overcome challenges, remove blockages, and it's going to help you to learn how to have love in your life again. It's going to help you to learn self-love. Maybe you're really hard on yourself. Maybe you're really cruel to yourself. Maybe you keep being attracted to people who constantly hurt you and cause you pain. Through this process, you will be able to learn more, learn to love yourself, learn your self-worth. Okay, this is very imperative for this group to learn that. I wouldn't be surprised also if there's something about, like you guys might even particularly have cars in your dreams a lot. And maybe you're a passenger and you never feel like you have control, and there's somebody driving the car and they're like driving all crazy and wild, and you're like terrified and you're afraid you're going to die in a car crash or something like this because the person is driving. This shows what there's a mental blockage here because you feel like you have no control over your own life and your own path. Okay, there needs to be this healing take place so you can have control over your life. All right, you might even be involved with a friend group or a relationship where you literally are with somebody who is extraordinarily controlling, and you're constantly like feeling like you're stuck or blocked. Okay, you need to adventure and start doing things for yourself. You need to explore self-love. You guys need to travel. You need to get out there and go see the world. You're living in fear too much, okay? You need to open your heart up. You need to really explore, okay? Because look at the stars. It's like, I feel like also this group really desperately needs some shadow work here because, you can't see the stars without the darkness, and you have to make peace with your fears, those blockages. Your anger. You need to make peace with that desperately if you are to move on. You need to definitely nurture yourself. Okay, straight up, this group needs to watch group 2 too. All right? Because this subject matter came up in a completely different card. This exact word, you guys need to watch that one too, because you are going to gain some insight from watching that one as well. Okay? That group and this group go together. Totally. Okay? So with the keywords here, we have challenge, creates tension, stalls, sounds the alarm, motivates, pressures into, frustrates, demands, struggles, reorients, hurts, works out, and reconciles. You guys need to do a lot of reconciling with yourself and with others. There could be somebody that you are like still like aching in pain over, like they did you dirty, or you did something really rotten to them and you're feeling a lot of guilt for it. And if this person doesn't want to talk to you, leave them the fuck alone. What you can do is write it out in a letter and then burn it. But if this is somebody that you definitely need to apologize to, you can start by sending them a letter and email, okay? This would be a safe kind of way where you're not like confronting them. Because if they are not in the frame of mind where they want to look at your face, then do not respect that. Okay. Don't be a pushy bitch. All right. There needs to be some distance here when you're approaching it. And then if they want to freaking come to you or whatever, they will. You know, what's meant for you is meant for you. If it's not, then it's not going to be that. And you need to make peace with that, especially if you guys are trying to freaking chase somebody. It's like, ugh, no. If they're running away from you, there's a reason for that. That's because that person is not for you. It's time to move on now, you know? So love with the Venus. It says beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving, sensuality, luxury, wealth, diplomacy, magnetism, value, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, and style. And look at this car. And think about what this is saying. And then we have Mars energy. A lot of you could also, all right, be dreaming about freaking really making it big, and like you are taking on the world, you are going for your dreams. Maybe like one of your things is like, okay, I know I've made it when I'm driving this specific type of car. Yeah, I can relate to this one completely. Where you're like, yeah, I know I've made it. Like some people you know, that episode of Sex and the City when Samantha's like looking at the Birkin bag. And, you know, Carrie's like, that's not even your style. She's like, oh no, but if I carry that, I know I've made it. There's like some kind of symbolic thing in your guys' life. It could be a car even that shows that, hey, I've made it. I've achieved my dreams. I've gone after my goals and I have made it when I have this. Okay. There's nothing wrong with having something like that to motivate you. Okay. It's motivation. All right. But then there is this fear, this deep-rooted fear that you're not good enough to have those things. Know in your heart, find your worthiness, find yourself. Why aren't you good enough to have that? Who's telling you that? What lies are you believing? What lies are you telling yourself? If you really badly want something, okay, and I speak from experience, folks, if you really badly want something, you will stop at nothing to get it. Okay. And you will work your ass off to get there and get it. So many people these days are so fucking entitled and they think that they just get stuff. They should just have things handed to them. They totally talk shit and they're rude and cruel to people who do have these things. And it's funny because they'll take it out on the people who actually worked for them, but then they'll idolize and revere these douchebags who just got it handed to them by their parents, which blows my fucking mind. Look to people who've actually worked hard for inspiration to fuel your ardor to get what you want, okay? Ask them questions. Find out what they did. Because not everybody who has money, folks, got it handed to them on a silver platter or doesn't appreciate it. A lot of people worked really hard to get what they have. And so it's really fucked up when I see all these little twats online sitting there and totally like, oh, poor little rich boy or whatever like that to people. And they say like really horrible shit like that. And then the person's like, what are you talking about? I worked really hard. You know, I served my country. I did this. You know, I saved my money to have this. So I don't deserve it because I worked for it because you're a spoiled brat and think you should just be handed it without any work? Excuse me? Say what? I don't think so. Okay? And if anybody in this group is watching this and is living that lie, oh, honey, time to switch your frame of mind and realize people work really fucking hard to have what they have. And they've earned it. Did you? You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm like getting a little incensed here, but I cannot handle this sense of entitlement with people these days. Okay? Literally. If you're not willing to work for something, then you don't deserve to have it. Period. Okay? And where there's a will, there's a fucking way. And I know this from experience. Because to get where I am right now and to get what we have in my family, we worked really fucking hard to get it. And we worked more than one job to get it. Okay. But we got it and realize this, when you're going through a phase where you're having to like grind really hard or something, remember, it's not permanent. Okay. A lot of times it's just temporary that you have to go through that, but it's worth it to temporarily like blood, sweat, and tears to get what it is you want. The people who are successful on this planet, who kick ass and take names, who've actually earned that success and just didn't hand it from rich mommy and daddy. Oh, small loan of $1 million. Okay, none of that shit. All right. It's like when you have worked really fucking hard. Oh my God, you guys. Those people they deserve what they get because they fucking earned it. Where do people get off thinking that they don't have to earn anything? I mean, I can't even comprehend it. And this is a real fucking problem. I'm seeing articles constantly about this lately. It's plaguing me because I have a sense that I'm already coming across people like this in my daily life, but I have a feeling where I'm going to have to deal with more people like this, and I'm going to have to knock their dick in the dirt. Okay? Literally, because it's like, people need to get wise. They understand that. And then some people, they're just, they don't have to have some huge fucking fancy thing. And they realize maybe that's what they want. And then they go for it and they start working. And then they're just sated with, just having what they have. And they don't have to have something extreme anymore because they've grown and they've changed as a person. Maybe the original reason why they thought that they wanted that fancy thing or whatever was to impress people. Okay. And if that's why you're doing it, that's the wrong reason to do it. Like, for instance, the thing about the car, okay? Like, if you really, truly are passionate about that and you really, really like it and it's something that gets you off or it excites you because you yourself like it, you don't give a fuck what anybody else likes, that's just your personality, then fine, go for it. But if you're trying to get someplace like this, because you want to look better to people and you want to like lord something over them, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons and you will not be successful for it probably. Okay. Like 99.9% chance you're going to fucking fail because nobody's going to want to deal with you because you're not passionate enough for that thing. You're not doing it from a place where it's coming from desire of like your own personality. You know what I mean? It's a slippery slope. So with the vehicles and car, do you know what direction you want to go in life? Do you feel in control of your life plans? Do you represent the car model in your dreams? Yes, yes, and yes. It's like, I have a feeling somebody here is definitely getting over some shit and you definitely know where you want to go now and you are ready and you are adventurous and you are going to explore. Again, this is Mars energy. It is very adventurous energy. You're like, yeah, let's do this shit. Fuck yeah. You're like, amped and pumped and ready to do this shit. 100%. Okay. But some people here are still trying to figure this out. Okay. You need to make peace with yourself. You need to love yourself more. You need to realize that you're going to have some struggles and you're going to have to get over those challenges. You don't just cry and whine and think that somebody's going to come rescue you when something comes up in your life that's a challenge. You will become a serious badass and very strong and wise if you take that challenge head on, suck it up and figure out, work with it, find a way. Okay. Take action. Don't be afraid. Don't run home with the tail between your legs crying to mommy, okay? Literally, this is one of these kind of situations where you have a lot of potential to really make it happen, but you're going to have to do some healing first. You're going to have to get over it, and you're going to have to figure out what the fuck it is you want. The first process and the first step is realizing that you have some shit that you need to work out within yourself. And the second is actually figuring out what it is that you want. Okay. You can't make your dreams come true if you don't even know what your dreams are. And a dream is just a dream without action. Okay. Seriously. Nurture. Take care of your needs first. Your nurturing will benefit others only if your own needs are met first. Nurture the new in your life and watch it grow. I swear to God, you guys really need to watch group 2 as well, because we literally have Mars energy and what came up in there too. I mean, and then nurture came up in the other group as well, not even from this deck. So, I mean, you guys should really watch group 2 as well. This looks like a big city right here, maybe New York. Maybe this is something that's been on your guys' mind. Some big city, maybe London, New York, Tokyo. I don't know. You guys have some definite goals and ideas, but you really need to learn to get over the pain and the anger and the jealousy of other people. That's not going to help you in this case. So we have adventure. How can we work with our dreams? What are some skills? What should we do? So through our dreams and through the And this is the full moon phase, by the way, you guys, for the adventure, obviously, because there's a full moon depicted there. But when you work through your dreams and you're taking notes and stuff like this, you're going to be able to realize like how you can heal, how you can overcome challenge. I feel like through your dreams, this group is going to literally figure out solutions to problems. You're going to resolve anger this way. You're going to realize where and when to be in order to find the love of your life. You're going to heal yourself internally and find inner love for yourself. It's funny because I'm seeing these vampire teeth here in this image, right? And it's like, it makes me think that, first off, don't be an emotional vampire. And number two, you guys could have been dealing with an emotional vampire. Like vampires could show up in your dreams. And it depends on what your depiction is, like how you view vampires. Do you view them as really hot and sexy? Do you find them like representing power? You know, what do vampires represent for you? Is it scary? I mean, when the vampire's showing up, are they being kind and wise to you? Or are they coming after you trying to bleed you dry? You know, it's like, think about that. Like, are you bleeding people dry? Are you bleeding a situation dry that's just not working out anymore? It's time to let it go. Tear down those walls and be free. All right. So with the full moon phase, for a few magical days in the middle of the roughly 29-day lunar cycle, the moon is fully lit up in the night sky. Use the intensity and illumination of this time to pour out your dreams into your journal. In turn, use your dreams as self-help tool to shine a nightlight on what is blocking you. Oh my God. And what you need to understand and learn about yourself to live a deeply fulfilling life. Yes, this is amazing. So the first card in this section with the full moon is adventure. So the qualities are curiosity, discovery, involvement, awareness, and awakening. Okay. So with the lunar power here, it says instinctively, we feel a sense of adventure, excitement, and celebration when the moon is full. With lunar energies flowing abundantly, this is the ideal time to dive deeply into your dream decoding and to boldly delight in the clues you solve and the absorbing mysteries you uncover about yourself. Yes. So the ritual, interrogating your dream. Select a recent dream. Identify what aspect of that dream you are most drawn to. Anything from the character to the content to the atmosphere, object, smell, taste, or color, which I'm curious. Please comment below. I'm curious how many of you guys actually taste in your dreams. You can taste things and you can smell things because I totally can. I experience every fucking sense that there is and then some. Okay. I'm just curious if anybody else has this too. Okay. So now describe that aspect either out loud or in your mind. Then take a leap of faith and talk about it to yourself aloud or silently as if you are that aspect. How does it feel to be that aspect? Be sure to stay present as if the interaction is happening now. Then step back into yourself and ask the aspect what message it has for you. See what brings you more insight, facing the aspect or being the aspect. So, and then it says, notice what happens within you. What meaning do you discover? I love this. This is a really good one. Seriously, this is how you're going to learn to decode those dream messages, okay? All right, make sure, again, if you didn't listen to the intro of this video, you really need to go back and listen to that too. And you also need to listen to group 2. Okay, so the nocturnal insight with this, it says psychologist Fritz Perls, 1893 to 1937, proposed that dreams reveal aspects of the dreamer's personality that they are not yet fully expressing or aware of in their waking life. He was adamant that every symbol that appears in a dream is uniquely personal, and that if the same symbol appeared in another person's dream, it would have a different meaning. In essence, every dream impression suggests an utterly unique trait, potential, or pitfall of the dreamer. Exactly. That's why those dream journals online are not exactly, they're not real good to go off of. You need to interpret this yourself. And again, this takes work and it takes patience and it takes time. And you definitely want to start dream journaling, okay? All right. This dream ritual draws inspiration from a technique of dream interpretation that Perls, I think his name is Perls, pioneered. It involves re-entering the dream and asking direct questions of the symbols. The aim is to discover what every symbol, object, character, and impression is trying to say or offer a perspective on. From there, the dreamer needs to find ways to connect the dream symbol to circumstances in their waking life, or decide how to use the dream symbol insight to help with self-understanding or awareness. And whether your dream is rich in fantasy and impossibilities or features more familiar or everyday things, every symbol that appears is rich in symbolic value for you to reflect on. For example, a mirror is an everyday object, but if it appears in your dream, do you need to take a long, hard look at yourself? If you see a door in your night visions, what opportunity lies behind it? While there are differing schools of dream interpretation, the uniting theme among them is that all your dreams are tools for personal growth, and they are. They encourage you to work through your problems, face your fears, inspire your creativity, and leap out of your comfort zone to discover your hidden potential. They are your great personal adventure. So the mantra here is, my dreams are alive within me. I love these cards. I just got them. They're like, seriously, this is like one of the best investments I've ever made, because the skills and stuff in here are excellent, especially if you're trying to work through issues. Like I said in the beginning, in the intro of this video, listen to it if you didn't, because I explained that. And I feel like you guys have had really challenging relationships in this group, and you have a serious challenge in like being afraid of love. You need to open yourself up to these things. Definitely work with the root chakra and the sacral chakra. Again, I did mention that. I think that was in group 1 even, that I talked about that. And pay attention to the phases the moon is in when you are writing in your dream journal. Like, write the date, write the phase of the moon and the zodiac sign it's in. And also pay attention to if there was a void of course while you were dreaming, because like I said in another group, I have really intense dreams when the moon is void of course, which is fucking really fascinating. And then in specific zodiac signs, it'll be more potent, more vivid and stuff like this. So this group really, the moon, because the moon is associated with the high priestess, and we have that full moon. I feel like the moon phases really affect your guys' temperament and also the messages you receive in the dreams state. So pay attention to that. Make sure you're nurturing your body right now, nurturing your heart and soul. I mean, like literally you have the 3 of swords here. Okay, that also, like if we're going to go health-wise, can indicate heart attacks, stress, things like this that are really negative. That needs to be released and let go of. Too much anger. You're holding on to too much anger. There's a lot that needs to happen here. There's a lot of work, but it's really important that you take this adventure of self-realization and, self-love and stuff like this, because it's going to in turn really make you blossom. Also, you guys getting the hell out of Dodge and going on some adventures is going to be very vital to you as well. Okay. If you guys have been saving for a dream car, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys get it. I don't know. It's like, or you know what you can do? And this is what my husband and I do, is we will rent cars. Sometimes, like we will rent specific models of cars to test them out to see if it's something that we actually want to purchase. Our ride or die car that we've had for a long time that we love, and we have just, it's our baby. It's been really good to us. We actually rented that car first to see how we liked it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the most comfortable fucking car. Hell yeah. For what we needed it for at that point of our life. It was a really smart idea to do that, because then you get to actually spend some time with the vehicle and see how you like it before you go purchasing it. Now I'm let's go rent some sports cars, because it's that point of, it's time for mommy daddy car time, The kids are all big and, leaving the house and stuff. So let's have some fun now. It's time for us to get jiggy with it or whatever. Have some sexy fun time behind the wheel of a really sexy car. It's like we've earned it. So why not, especially with the milestone that's coming up. It's like, yes, don't worry. I feel like this group has definitely got a lot of success. And look to your family tree as well to see what health concerns or any kind of mental blockages. If you go in the past and you find out about your ancestors before you, going 7 generations back, you might find a repeating pattern of some kind of blockage or failure, or something that, like, these people who went before you did not ever get to realize a specific dream of their life. It's up to you now to realize that so you can set them free. So keep that in mind. Okay, guys? So very interesting reading. If you'd like to check out more readings like this, please head over to my Patreon. I have all kinds of really cool shit on there. We're also delving into the health aspects of things and fitness things, because that is what my patrons ask for. And, you know, going for success and things like this. This is, I have my patrons vote as to every month what they want to see for content. And I deliver it. So if you're looking to see more readings or you want to get a personal one, do head over there. The link to that is in the drop down box below. Thank you guys so much for being with me today. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out my shorts that I post as well. Until next time, be well. Take care. Bye-bye.